All right. 4:40. 4:40, and I just wanted to come on here. What does that say? You're almost there. You're almost there soon. Hey, Sirena, Barefoot Rose. What the fuck is happening? That one left, stayed down there. Shit, I'm hot. But, what the hell's going on with you guys? Man. Planning, thinking. All this stuff and things. What did that say? This is not for you. What is not for you? Ooh, what does that mean, this is not for you? I heard this gig. The jig is up. Your intuition is correct. About what? 111. And I just saw a notification. Front doorbell. What does this say? Illusions. The illusion is real. 1, 2, 3. Not much left to talk about. Thank you. That flew on landed on my knee. 144. I have some other decks here also. Whoa. I saw 155. Nope, they said that one and the top one. Oh yeah. Path is illuminated. This one. Let's do this. There, so you can see. Maybe. The last one was someone sees you. What does that mean? Let's have some more. It just got really hot. 2, 3, 4. Really warm. Yeah, and I heard someone sees you. And then that looked like overseas. So, it just may be that, you are called upon, like, I'm being shown, like, traveling, but setting up things, setting the stage, setting up this model, this thing that you're working on, and the model, right? Like a model, like an architect, like, I don't know, like, like you're setting the stage, the model for something. And you could be going overseas to do that, traveling around to start this from the model that you did. And I heard it's taken off. Transformation. Transformers. Divine in disguise. It's all a vibration, the transformation. Yeah. You have elevated. I'm rocking back and forth, but I always do that, don't I? Back and forth, or look what just popped out again. Fairy Tale Live. So, illusions are gone. 404. And we'll see. 411. The 411. Those of you that were back in the day when you dialed 411, right? On your rotary phone, on your landline information is what you called. Other than that, we had phone books everywhere. Or you only got so many information things that were free or whatever. Or you get so many, and then, after that, they charge you, I think. Is how that goes. I don't remember really. That was almost like another lifetime ago. It's almost like we've been wiped out. We don't even know it. Our minds are erased, and it's really been one lifetime, and we've thought it's been many. It's only been one, maybe from a soul's perspective. I would guess, maybe. You think? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Let's see what comes out. I'm just flowing. I'm not thinking about anything. I have no intentions. I guess you could say, like other people have said, I'm open or whatever. I'm just flowing. Just flowing. Blinded by the light. Some people could be blinded by your light. That's how they had to look at it. It's like no matter what, you overcome everything. And it's like, even though they try, or they still do, try to say things, it's just like, whatever. I don't have time for that. I don't want to live my life that way. I don't want to believe things like you believe. So don't force your shit on me. 555. You know? I make my own life. I decide what I do and where I go and how it works out. I have to be true to myself first, though, right? 606. Got to be true to yourself. I heard, put your money where your mouth is. What is that? Four of Earth. Being too frivolous. Or whatever else it said. You know? You hurt, so you go out and buy things, perhaps. To help fill that void, to make you feel better for a moment. Then that moment's gone. Then that moment's gone. Fleeting. It really didn't help. It only did for that moment. But then you have all those other moments. One after one after one. Knowing who you are, what you can stand up. What do you believe, though? What are you standing up for? Pick one. Pick one. Belief. Love or not love. God or not God. However you want to look at it. You know, pick one. Pick one. Pick one. And that actually came up in, ended up flipping and landed in reverse. Oh, strength. I was going to say, is that the sun and the star? That would be fucking nice, wouldn't it? Yes, some people are liars. I heard some people are liars. I don't usually talk about, you know, like that, but I was getting like somebody's ancestor or whatever. Somebody's ancestor was saying, you know, fucking liars. They're all fucking liars. And you know what that will mean? Six of Water's off by itself, and the rest are on here. Yeah, releasing, letting go memories of the past, right? Coming into, what is that? Did I say release? And that's, yeah, coming into balance. Balance is what I wanted to say, but I thought it said release, and that's why I had to look at it. Things change sometimes. Ace of Cups. Nine of Swords. You're awake planning while everyone else is asleep. You know, metaphorically, we could take that like literally sleeping, but, you know, sleeping like how we call it, like life is but a dream, sweetheart, you know. The whole matrix and simulation and stuff, you know, they refer to it as, you know, people are sleeping or sheeple and stuff like that, but, you know, you're awake, everyone else is sleeping. The 4, 4, and 8. Maybe you're sleeping now and they're watching you and you're creating. How could you sleep at a time like this? Don't you know what's going on? You're like, yeah, this is what I'm creating, stability and foundation in my dreams. For heaven on earth, you know? Yeah, life experiences brought you to this. All of it. Everyone else was sleeping, you were awake. Now you can sleep in the fire of it all, right? Everything's going down now, and you're like, I'm cool. Yep. Sitting here watching the wheel go round and round. I know that's the world, though. But that's what I heard, right? Here's King of Water wanting to show his fucking self again. Where's Queen Mother at? She hasn't shown herself. She's not approved of this message yet. Ooh, look what's sticking up. 10 of Fire, 10 of Water, but new beginnings, right? Passion with your 10 of Cups. It felt awkward trying to shuffle the cards, so that's a message in itself. Like, what are you doing? Grab the other deck. That's why you've been staring at it so much. Can't get it out of my mind. Thinking of these different ways and things to make, places, No, I haven't started making one yet, but I'm trying to, I'm narrowing down what do I want to spend the time on, what do I think, I'm going to have to pick one thing, and then just keep doing different things, and eventually one will stick, but which is the first one to start with, for kids and for adults as well, so I've got, different demographics I'm thinking about, taking off, and, and how all of that will coincide and fit into the bigger picture. It's not just that thing, it's a bigger picture, and I'm not going to fucking argue with anyone about it. Take a chance on me, I heard, right? Take a trip with me. You can dance on me. And everybody, have you heard? If you're in the game, then stroke the word. A funeral burial. Notification just came through. Right? Leader of the pack. Look how dark all that is. But that one, right? The leader of the pack. What is that even? Star mother and grandmother. What's this? I just Virgo and then shared a photo or whatever, I saw a notification or whatever came through. What does that say? Council of Light. It's funny how all the same cards come up every fucking time. Out of all of them, Sometimes there's cards you never, ever come out, and then they come out one time. Then you're like, whoa, what the fuck? That's crazy. Never seen that before. You know what I mean? Fairy tale life again. What's your fairy tale life look like, though? Was it the doom and gloom part? Or were you focused more on the fantasy part? Because you knew that part was going to be true. This comes out all the time. You're like, where the fuck is it? I've been seeing that. You've been talking about that. Yeah, have you sacrificed what you need to? Those things that you really need to go for your next step. It's all on you, babe. It's all on you, babe. 1444. I got you, babe. Thank you, thank you. that fell out again. Landed over here by itself. Sure enough. And that's that. In its polarity, the first way I looked at it is when someone showed you, yeah, oh, I know they're all about fuckery. No, this is the other side of that. Believe them. It's a frequency thing, baby. Yeah. Keep it coming. Stepping into your purpose. Yeah. What else, you know? What else did you mean by believe them, you know? Yeah. It's an inheritance. And if you go right to money, it's not always to that, you know, in the kingdom, you know. Maybe the inheritance is being the one who went through all that fuckery, overcame the world, and helped pave the way for 1555, the new fucking earth. That kind of fairy tale life was built with sweat and tears and pain and suffering to overcome and be and live in what? Beauty, Miss Lemuria. Right? Oh. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're talking about. Like, fucking, yeah, this, some of that. Having some of that. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Yeah, a little bit of that. And a little bit of that light. To show me the way. Oh yeah, what flipped my gift? That. And that. Right, moving right into that. Moving on. Whoop. I got my little thing to plant. I'm going to plant my little seed there. What's in your hand? Oh, it's not a planting of a seed. It's like a watch or something. It's like moving on. Is that? I don't know. I can't really see it. I don't have enough light in here. Oh, I hear my stomach. Sailing to the sun. Sailing to the sun. Positive movement forward. You are the book. It's time for you to next, you're one of the lampstands. See you? Each lampstand by itself doing its part in the book where it was written. In the book of wisdom. Here's another book. What? Look at the sun. What? There's that house. Getting back into alignment. Almost kind of looks like a spine could be in a way, you know, crooked spine. Cracking wise, kid. Yep, like no other. Oh, yeah. I said, oh, yeah. Fertility. From the heart. Triumphant success. Wisdom. The crown chakra. The sword of Michael, right? The sword of truth. Truth, justice, and the human way. It's not American, man. That shit place is fucked up. They do some fucked up shit here. Yep, sacral. Creativity as the sun, you know, and speaking it into existence, you know. I'm still, you know, I'm looking for, and I might have found one. We'll see. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to show you truth. Because they keep showing it to me. The truth card. But, that's the third eye, baby. Celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the end. Or something. So bring it good time. And the laughter too. We're going to celebrate and party with you. Come on now. I know. Truth card. I was putting them away, and then I grabbed it again. Truth card. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Right? The whole dancing thing. Dirty dancing. Cuckoo. 2020. Battle of the Kings. Imposters, and there's only one. But no, there is not. Not in your life. Yeah, here they are. Air and water. May the best king win. May the best king win. The dragon rider, the lady dragon, the queen of the dragon's heart. Can you find it out through the crystal ball? Can you go somewhere and find out? Will he be victorious over the other? We wonder, we wonder. Will it be the old one or the new one? This we may not know. I would always go with the new one. You already know what the old one's like. And what you felt, I mean, this is just for me, what's coming up. So please don't listen to what I'm fucking saying, but I'm just, this is what's coming through to me. It's like, you fell in love with them at that part for who and what they were at that time. But once they're changed and you're changed, you don't feel that same way. The time had run out. But there could be star-crossed lovers, I heard, from around the way, that were really meant to be. And it could be like, a lot of years in between. And, you went your own way. They went their own way. And then you come back to build something in a different way. Maybe it's different because you're building the kingdom now. Now you're not going through the hardships of the learning and the growing. Now it's putting everything you've learned into practice in a very inventive way, a different way, trying to break it down to its simplest form. So be easy on yourself, because getting this simple when you're used to living everything so hard, it takes a minute, That's what's coming through. For real. For real, bro. And then having integrity on top of it. And trying to do it for money, not for profit. But, investors, they want money, you know what I mean? Or make it make sense. But, isn't the whole point of it to be free off the land? Yo, hello. McFlies, wake up. Be addicted to change. What about you, Serena? You smoked cigarettes again today. I did. And I also went to I was going to go to a different store and ended up going to another one, and I got a phone number. And I talked to somebody I didn't know I needed to talk to, but come to find out I really did. So it's all part of it. It just, why else would I go there? I wouldn't. I just walked out the door to go buy cigarettes, and I was going to go to this other Casey's, and I went to this other Casey's, and I got a phone number from a lady, and, everything happens like it's supposed to, Then I have someone else I know come by, and I'm like, hey, are you ready to make a difference? You want to be out of pain? You want to do something? You want to be my guinea pig? Test subject. Let's do something, and we'll record it. Everything we do and all the different things we try and everything. They say if you do this, this will work. Well, let's do that and see if that's the case. If we do everything, you know what I mean? Why the fuck not? What better time than right meow? Right here, right meow. I talk so much shit about maybe having somebody that would, fund me and this, that, and the other thing. I don't know that that's not going to happen, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I found, even if that never happens and that guy only played that part for me to get that confidence or that thing that I needed to speak that truth to somebody I don't know, that I look up to, that could be like possible, you know what I mean? Different than what I'm used to, unexpected income. Now I have, it's all parts and baby steps. Stepping stones to get to the top. To the top of your, not the, the top of that. Of where you want to be. There's that over fucking seas. I told you. I seen it. In my mind's eye, I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. Yeah, why, huh? Get some rest. You're creating. Everyone's sleeping. You're awake creating. You can look at that bad. You cannot. Yeah, the king of the earth. The king of the earth. The ace of fire. I heard a young man. No. I heard big dick energy. No, not big dick energy. See, that those are other things that are trying to come in, and it's like, no, it ain't about big dick energy anymore. That was unhealed, part of the sheep bullshit, Oh, yeah, let's have some. I'm not saying, it ain't about that. It's about building and creating and doing things that help oneself. And sex is part of it with your kingdom spouse. Look at me, I'm trying to get out of what I said, you know what I mean? Like, backing on up, backing on up, backing on up. 9 of Cups. And that's what it is. I love you guys. Peace and hair grease, motherfuckers. Namaste.